And we're live! Welcome to another week of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO / owner of SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar Segment, and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on?
Man, I don't know. I'm just confused. I forgot today was Monday. It's just I got a lot going on with work.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I completely missed a lot of stuff because I have not been off. So UFC missed, college football missed. When I got home, so damn tired. I stayed up for a little while, but I had to be right back at work Sunday. So I only got to see a little bit of what went on Saturday night. So it's just a rough weekend for me.
Yeah. It's a pretty rough weekend for both of us, according to these picks.
Oh yeah, that too.
So yeah, we got a lot to take care of. So,
but it's drunk ass Monday, so
drunk ass Monday. We are here. We already got our muscle shirt Friday going on. Now we gotta pay our dues for what happened Friday today. Drunk ass Monday. Let's get to it. Let's go over the picks and the results of our picks from this past weekend. Let's get started. All right. Let's go to UFC. UFC, we had 5 matches on the main card. And on this one, we disagreed on 2 of them and agreed on the rest. So let's get to this first one. We had Song,
We disagreed on 2?
Yeah, just 2.
I got 1, but okay.
It was a shot bet on 2.
Okay, I got 1, but okay.
Okay, let's check and see. All right, the first one, Song Yadong versus Julio RC. So on this one, we got second round knockout. Did you pick Song Yadong?
I did.
Okay. We both got that right. Song Yadong won second round knockout. Second round knockout for sure. Punches. Straight punches.
Like Lamar is a little distracted because the Rams are down 7-21 heading into halftime, and they are barely in the red zone.
Now we get in the red zone. I don't know why we didn't kick the field goal. But we're 1-0. Let's go to the next one. We got Miguel Baeza taking on Chaos Williams, in which you had who?
Miguel Baeza.
I had Chaos Williams. This was a shot bet.
That's it. Okay, I didn't get that one.
Okay. There you go. Chaos Williams lost. I mean, he won. You lost. Okay. Third round knockout by 1 punch. 1 punch killer.
In the third round.
Third round. All right. Let's move on to the next one. We got Felicia Spencer taking on Leah Lexon, in which we both picked Felicia Spencer. We both got that one right. Third round knockout. Elbows. Hit her straight with the elbows on the ground and pound. Ref had to stop. So 3 straight knockouts. This was a knockout fest.
Yes, it was.
All right, let's move to the fourth one. We got Ben Rothwell taking on Marcos Rogerio de Lima, in which, Reggie, you had de Lima. I had Rothwell. First round knockout by punches. De Lima won. This is my first shot. Right here. This for Rothwell losing.
Go ahead and get mine out the way, too. I just had to get the bottle open. This is for Baeza.
Easy. Last but not least, we got the main fight. Max Holloway taking on Yair Rodriguez. Unanimously, Max Holloway won. Wasn't even close. Yeah. So we both went 4-1. That's pretty good. Pretty good. 4-1 is pretty good in UFC. Especially last week we went 5-0. So we've been doing real well in UFC lately.
Yes, we have.
Well, hopefully we can keep that up. Now let's go to the new sport that we added to the list, college basketball, in which we picked 5 games from college basketball this weekend. Let's go over the first one. Vermont took on Maryland. We both picked Maryland. Maryland's the ranked team. Maryland did win, however, by the score of 68-57. So we ain't got to talk too much about that when we picked the ranked team. Let's move on to the next one. The next one we got NC Central. That's North Carolina Central taking on Memphis, in which we both picked Memphis. Memphis won that one by the score of 90-51. Blowout. Blowout indeed. All right, we ain't got to talk too much about that one either. Next one, we got Texas. This is a good one right here. We had Texas, who was ranked 5th, taking on Gonzaga, who was number 1 ranked in the nation. We both picked Gonzaga. Gonzaga got the dub, 86-74. Very interesting game. Towards the end, at the beginning, it was a blowout. Move on to the next one. We got Campbell, and I'm not talking about the soup, taking on Duke, in which we both picked Duke. Duke is ranked 9th. Duke just beat us 2 days before that game, and they end up winning by the score of 67-56. Closer game than I thought.
Way closer, and not on the offensive side either.
Nah, not on. Yeah, both. I mean, Duke struggled, but at least they was able to hold Campbell's to less than 30 in both halves. That's how they got the win. All right, last but not least, it's the only one we actually had differences on, so we made this a shot bet. Florida State versus Florida, in which, Reggie, you picked the ranked team, 20th ranked Florida State. I picked Florida. Florida won 71-55. So.
Feeling thirsty?
You feeling thirsty?
Florida won?
Yes, Florida won.
Damn it. This is what man, I'm so mentally exhausted, bro. Like, man, I swear this ain't it for me. This is the wrong week.
Oh man. Oh man.
All right. Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'm feeling thirsty.
Florida State. I told you, Florida State, they whole university just in shambles when it comes to sports. They even lost to Florida. And Florida ain't that good no more. All right. That does it for college basketball. Games will be better and coming up. So stay tuned for that. Let's go to the NBA, the professional side of basketball, in which we had 5 games. None of them in which we had a shot bet. So let's go over this first one. We got the Miami Heat on the road taking on the Utah Jazz, in which we both picked the Miami Heat to win this game. We both was right. Miami did win this game by the score of 111-105. Duncan Robinson was the leading scorer for Miami with 22 points. However, for the Utah Jazz, Boban Bogdanovic was the leading scorer for them with 26. Oh, Duncan Robinson wasn't the lead scorer. Tyler, my hero, was the leading scorer with 27. Yeah. It's just Duncan Robinson was a plus 20 in the plus minus, which is the highest one in the game. That's very impressive. Plus 20.
That's rare.
Yeah, that really is. And Tyler Hero actually started that game. So
Well, they can use it interchangeably. Either one can come off the bench and still produce.
That is true. Oh, that's why he started. Jimmy Butler didn't play.
Was it coach's discretion or was it something? Well, it couldn't have been dealing with the.
Probably just rest.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how they do. All right, moving on to the next one. We had Reggie Boston Celtics on the road taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, in which I picked the Cavs to beat his Celtics. And Reggie, of course, he picked his own team. However, they lost by the score of 91-89. What happened, Reggie? Fourth quarter, it was the fourth quarter this time.
It was the fourth quarter this time.
15 points in the fourth quarter. Yeah, you're going to lose. Definitely going to lose. All right. Leading scorer in that one was Dennis Schroeder for y'all, 28 points. For the opposing team was Garland with 22.
Yeah, and Schroeder got 19 of those 28s in the first half. That just goes to show you that we are not the second half team.
That is true. That is definitely true.
On the bright side, we did just play the Cavs again tonight and won by the score of 98-92. So
you got your little bit of revenge.
A little bit of get back.
All right, let's move on to the next one. We got the Milwaukee Bucks on the road taking on the Atlanta Hawks, in which we both picked the Hawks.
We both picked the Hawks.
Hawks won. 120-100. Dang, I didn't know I picked the Hawks. Good thing for me. All right. Yeah, 120-100. I believe that's the game in which your boy Trae Young snapped. I think he had like 40 something.
Finally. Okay. I was looking for him.
42 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. Yes. Giannis, not so much. 26, 5, 6. Yeah.
No, I don't know about. See, this is exactly why we can't say that he's the best.
They are 6-8, but the Hawks are 5-9. Everybody ain't doing good so far.
No, it's not. Everybody is either.
Besides Golden State.
Didn't they just lose?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about now.
Go ahead.
Golden State Warriors on the road taking on the Charlotte Hornets, in which they did lose to the Hornets, 106-102. Yeah, Hornets balled out. Stephen Curry, 24-10, which is still good numbers. Andrew Wiggins led their team in scoring with 28 points. They didn't get no help off the bench whatsoever. On the other hand, you had 3 players score over 20. You had Trevor, Scary Terry, you had LaMelo Ball, and Michael Bridges led the team with 22 points.
Well, I say it here, like I said it before, there's really no stopping or real life defending Curry. I mean, he's just that talented. If you hold him to under his average, which was 28 to 30 points a game, then I feel like you had a pretty good defensive night, because at that point it's just called containment. Anything over 30, he went off on you. But if you can keep him under 30, you pretty much did your job, because he gonna get 20. What would you say? 24-6.
24-10-6.
24-10-6. Yeah, he'll get that.
Yeah.
On some of the better defenders.
Yeah. You're right. All right. Last but not least, my San Antonio Spurs on the road taking on the LA Lakers without LeBron James. We both picked my Spurs. My Spurs found the way to lose this game by a score of 114-106. Keldon Johnson led the team with 24 points. However, DeJounte Murray had a triple-double. Still wasn't good enough. Anthony Davis, 34 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists. Russell Westbrook, 14, 11, and 7. Coming off the bench, Wayne Ellington and Malik Monk had over 15 points apiece. And welcome back, THT. THT came back, gave him 17. yeah, I expected them to beat us, but hell, I root for my team no matter what. That does it for the NBA. Now let's go to college football. College football, Reggie. Let's go to the college football. All right, we got 5 in college football. Let's go to the first one. We had Michigan, taking on Penn State, in which, Reggie, you picked Penn State. The Nittany Lions. I picked Michigan. Michigan won 21-17. Shot bet.
And for those who are not watching, I have my shot bet in my hand, in which I will take for the Nittany Lions, who should not have lost this game. But it was a good-looking game from what I saw.
Very low scoring. I expected it to be low scoring. It was a very good game. Indeed. All right, let's move on to the next one. We have 8th ranked Oklahoma taking on 13th ranked Baylor, in which I picked Baylor. Reggie, you picked Oklahoma. The Sooners. Sooners got their first loss of the season. They lost by the score of 27-14. Shot bet indeed.
For those who are not watching, I'm now taking another shot back-to-back for Oklahoma, losing their first game
of the season.
God damn it.
Against Baylor.
It's not looking good.
Baylor helped me out. Baylor definitely came through for me. I was watching that game entirely, and very low scoring. And the offense for both teams was terrible in the first half. Baylor just came through in the fourth quarter and really sealed the deal to get that win. So now Oklahoma probably, their chances of getting in the college football playoffs is done. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got Mississippi State versus Auburn, in which I picked Auburn because I'm going with Bo Nix. Reggie, Mississippi State, he picked them. Shot bet. Mississippi State came back and won this game by the score of 43-34. Now, Reggie, I have one question to ask you. I automatically have to pick Auburn versus y'all in 2 weeks. However, the person you always tell me to say his name is out for the year.
What does that mean?
Does that remove the bet? Because I can't say his name. He's not playing.
The thing is, you agreed, and we didn't put any clause into it.
I just asked a question. I ain't trying to get out of the bet.
You still picking Auburn?
Yeah, I won't pick Auburn. I was just asking the question, just to check to see if you're gonna say it, which I knew you wasn't. You can say the backup name. I don't even know the backup. But damn, Bo Nix is out for the year. So this is to Bo Nix. You're done.
Done.
I don't think you're gonna go pro. If you do, you have the same career as another Bo I remember, Bo Wallace. So,
well said. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, see you in 2 weeks. Y'all lose to the backup. Y'all really done. All right, moving on to the next one. We got Texas A&M taking on Ole Miss, in which we both picked Texas A&M. Texas A&M lost to Ole Miss by the score of 29-19. Damn.
Something told me go with Ole Miss.
How is they ranked 11th and they lose to Ole Miss? Now, Ole Miss going to be ranked 11th. Watch. See? That's how the SEC works.
According to the AP poll, we'll get the real official list tomorrow.
That's going to be it's ridiculous. All right, last but not least, let's go to Purdue. 19th ranked Purdue, taking on my Ohio State Buckeyes, in which we both picked my Buckeyes. We won by the score of 59-31. It was over by halftime because we had 45 points to their 17 at halftime.
Not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
What?
It wasn't It wasn't a struggle win.
Of course, that wasn't a struggle win. We beat the hell out of them.
But they came back. Impressive.
They tied with 14 points in the second half with us with 14 points. So we still beat them by 28.
All right.
We covered the spread.
That's why I said I'm not gonna say anything.
Wait, hold on, time. Y'all covered barely against New Mexico State.
Did I or did I not? No, we didn't cover. The spread was what, 58?
Nah, it wasn't 58. It was 53.
That was 53.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, y'all covered. In which damn near beat them. Y'all beat them in the first. Well, technically, y'all beat them in the first quarter. But y'all really beat the hell out of them by halftime.
Technically, we beat them when the schedule came out.
Yeah, because that's how y'all do y'all schedule.
That's no.
All right. That does it for college football. Let's go to the professional side. Let's go to the NFL. NFL, we got 5 games, including the game that is on right now. Let's discuss the first one. All right, we had Reggie, your New Orleans Saints, on the road taking on the Tennessee Titans, in which I picked the Titans. You picked your Saints. Saints lost 23-21. Could not convert that 2-point conversion. Plus, your whatchamacallit kept missing field goals. Your kicker.
Yep.
But extra points.
Don't know what to say about that. We are hurting at the kicker spot. We are hurting at the quarterback spot. We are hurting at the coaching spot. I don't understand how in the hell Sean Payton keep making these gutsy ass calls in the wrong times of the game. Second week in a row that we have lost barely, and it has been decided by a 2-point conversion or a field goal. So I think we need to get it together in the locker room, get it together, or we doomed. We won't even make the wild card. Well, we make the wild card. We should make the wild card.
Yeah.
This is my shot for This is my shot for my Saints.
Shot for the Saints. Let's get it. It's a nice shot. That's a nice shot. Now let's move on to the next game. We got the Cleveland Browns on the road taking on the New England Patriots, in which we both picked the Browns. Reggie went against his own former quarterback in who?
Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones balled out. 19 of 23 for 198, 3 touchdowns in a slacking 45-7 victory over the Cleveland Browns. Patriots did win. I told you I like the Patriots in this game, but I picked Cleveland.
I did too, because I wanted to get back to my roots. I didn't pick Cleveland on last week. I wanted to get back to him. I felt that since Baker was back, be a little bit more.
And then I said, since Nick Chubb is out, I really wanted to pick the Patriots, but I said I'm going to stick to the Browns. So stick with them. Made a terrible mistake. All right. Let's move on to the next game. We got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers, in which, Reggie, you went with the Vikings one more time.
One more time.
I went with the Chargers. Vikings won 27-20. Chargers could not have a comeback. Well, not a comeback win. They couldn't drive the ball to tie the game. They just couldn't do it. Vikings held on. So, Reggie, should be proud of yourself.
I'm not. I'm still disappointed in Corey.
Well, obviously, you always going to be disappointed in Corey. This right here is for the Chargers losing to the Vikings. Chargers not looking good ever since they beat the Chiefs. I'm just going to say that.
That's true. Very true indeed.
Woo. All right. Let's move on to this next game, in which everybody picked the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Green Bay Packers. Even a Packers fan, Shayla, ended up picking the Seattle Seahawks. Didn't score a single point. Packers won 17-0.
In her defense, she did not know that Aaron Rodgers was going to play. in which Aaron Rodgers did not announce he was going to play until Saturday after we made our picks. So that kind of goes without saying. But me and you based our picks off of Russell Wilson versus Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
But, yeah.
Russell Wilson, yeah, he's still hurt.
He said he's not, but
it seemed like he's still hurt.
I did not see this game either because I was driving. So I saw some of it, the end of it, but
it was terrible. It was a horrible game.
Yeah, I think it was like 17-0 in the third quarter.
Yeah, and I think it ended up being. Let me see. First three quarters. No, it was 3-0 heading to the fourth.
3-0 heading to the fourth.
Yeah, Packers up 3-0.
So yeah, all right. Obviously, I didn't see it until it was 17-0.
And the game was bad over.
Yeah.
All right.
When I got home.
Sunday Night Football. We had the Kansas City Chiefs on the road taking on the Las Vegas Raiders, in which this was a shot bet. Reggie, you picked the Vegas Raiders. I went ahead and picked the Chiefs. Is the Chiefs back? Because the way they played, it looked good. They ended up beating the hell out of them 41-14.
5 touchdowns?
By your boy, Pat Mahomes.
Oh, my God. Who would have thunk it?
They thought they played good. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. So this is my shot for the Raiders. Taking their first AL since
last week. They lost to the Giants.
They did.
Second straight.
I forgot all about that. I thought this was their first loss since the Gruden era. But yeah. Shout out to the Raiders for encouraging this shot on Drunk Ass Monday.
All right. Now, Monday Night Football, the score, Rams versus 49ers. Look like we finna punt the ball. We still down by the score of 21-7. Matthew Stafford threw 2 interceptions yet again, channeling his inner Jared Goff. And yeah, we spot them 7 points, and that's not a good look. They really haven't done anything special on offense besides they just run the ball. And one thing I want to announce that I do not like Deebo Samuel. It seems like this dude he's really true to his name, Deebo.
Yeah,
it's hard to tackle him. He will bully you every single time. That's ridiculous. Now,
I currently have your defense on my fantasy with 5 points, and Deebo Samuel has 12. So I'm hoping that your defense can do something to stop him.
We need to get some sacks then. We need to get some sacks or some turnover whatsoever. We need a turnover. Because if it's 5 points, I need 4 to win. And we don't need to let them score anymore. I need 4 points to win in one of my fantasy leagues. All right. That does it for the NFL. Now let's go to Reggie's favorite sport, which is turning out to be my worst sport, hockey. Bring out the sticks.
Bring out the glass.
Hell yeah, because I couldn't take a lot of shots. It's a shot bet for every game that we did in hockey. Let's go over the first one. We got the Boston Bruins taking on the New Jersey Devils, in which, of course, Reggie picked his Boston Bruins. I picked the Devils. Shot bet. I lost. Reggie Bruins won 5-2. Excuse me.
There you go. You just made some room.
I did. New Jersey Devils. Yeah, whatever.
On the lighter note, there was no hatred towards any Canadian team this week.
It was.
Where?
The very last.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about that when we get to it. All right. Let's talk about this next one. We got the Florida Panthers. Taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, in which this was a shot bet. Reggie picked the Lightning. I went with Florida, ladies and gentlemen. And Florida lost 3-2 in a overtime victory.
Tampa Bay just got the cup, man.
They just got the cup, and I don't care. Panthers, you battle, so I ain't going to be upset about this. All right. This is my shot for the Florida Panthers.
Much obliged. It seemed like you're catching up to me because I'm the only person been drinking so far.
Yeah, I'm definitely catching up to you. All thanks to damn hockey.
You're welcome.
Move on to the next one. We got the New York Rangers taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets, in which I picked the Blue Jackets. And if you know, Reggie picked the Rangers. Rangers won by the score of 5-3. 3 shots in a row.
But this was not the take on hockey. The take on hockey was the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you can have a minute. You need a minute?
No.
All right. Savage.
I just need some burps. All right, this right here is for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I mean, yeah, Columbus Blue Jackets. All right. Now, since we got that out the way, Reggie wanted to talk about this one so much. Let's get to it. My Pittsburgh Penguins took on the Washington Capitals. Alex Ovechkin versus Sidney Crosby. A very, very good rivalry indeed. However, I did not know, well, I should have known that Sidney Crosby was dealing with COVID. And he came back on Sunday for his first game. So that definitely didn't help. We lost 6-1. And you know Reggie picked against my team.
Of course. It should be a clause in there to if a shot bet results in a blowout or in hockey terms more than 2 points.
Well, no. Because no. Now you want to add a rule. I said that asked you in a group chat that if a team doesn't score a single point in NFL, should that count as an extra shot since you picked that team? You said you never heard of that rule. I never heard the rule you just said.
I said that we should look at that. That's what I'm saying.
No, we're not looking at nothing. Yet again, goddamn Devo. I'm sick of him. All right. Oh, shit. I'm a little low. Let me add a little bit more. These burps coming in handy. All right.
It ain't hot.
Nah, it ain't hot. I put it in the freezer.
Oh,
that's what I learned. I learned my lesson. Put it in the freezer. This shot right here is for my Pittsburgh Penguins, as you can see. All right. All right. Last but not least, I know I didn't go 5 for 5. Edmonton Oilers versus the St. Louis Blues. I went with Canada. Reggie, you went with the Blues. Canada came through for me. Reggie, you finally get to take a shot for hockey. Oilers won 5-4.
Barely. I'll take it.
You just don't know how happy I was when I seen that score.
One loss in hockey. Ain't that some shit?
I know it.
That's what I should be betting on, obviously. I know hockey.
That's true. You know hockey, and I don't.
And soccer. Which is yet to be discussed on this show.
No, we're not doing soccer because we're even with baseball and hockey.
That's yeah. Now you hating.
No, that's not hating. We're even.
Just add
I added my baseball. You added your hockey.
Now I can add soccer. And you can add tennis.
No. If you add soccer, I'm putting wrestling in here.
How about women's basketball? Let's not discriminate.
No, we should mention women's basketball. However, I'm not adding women's basketball. I'm adding wrestling. If we're doing soccer, I'm doing wrestling.
You can't even put that in the same category, man.
Yes, you can. It's a sport.
Soccer is a major sport.
And wrestling is a global entertainment. Sport entertainment. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
All right.
Exactly. All right. So that does it for hockey. Now let's go.
Samuel. That's the real question.
We can't. He's too damn big. He's too damn strong. Sick of him. All right. Let's go to the 3-bet challenge. 3-bet challenge is simple, in which we have 3 sports bets to make. You can parlay them if you want to, or you can do them straight up. It's up to you. We go against each other, and the loser has to take a shot. However, it's extra rules. If either one of us get all 3 of them correctly, the loser has to take another shot. Well, not the loser, but the opponent has to take a shot. Because both of us can go 3 and 3. We still have to take a shot apiece. Now, if we get all 3 of them incorrectly, we ourselves have to take 2 shots. So it's a possible 4 shots that can be taken, which haven't been done yet. Because I don't think either one of us went 0-3 while the other person went 3-0.
That is still yet to be determined.
Okay. You was close last week. You went 2-1. No. Yeah, you went 2-1. I went 0-3. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. Reggie, let's go to yours first. Reggie, your first pick, you picked the Boston Celtics to win. Boston Celtics money line against the Cavs on Saturday. We already mentioned it earlier. You lost 91-89. That's your first loss. Move on to the next one. You went the 76ers money line, and the 76ers found the way to lose to the Indiana Pacers by the score of 118-113. Another loss. Now, Reggie, I just got to explain this lesson. Because, however, the first thing you said was you wanted the Memphis Grizzlies money line. I said, no, that's going to be a bigger spread. That's going to be over 250. Because the Pelicans only won 1 game this year. So, obviously, they're going to have them a bigger spread. Turns out, it wasn't a big spread. It was a -3.
And
they lost. However, you changed it and went with the Pistons. And I said, okay, the Pistons, you got it. Pistons was a +200. Pistons won 127-121. So you got your win. You went 1-2. So all I have to do is win 2 to be able to win. All right, let's go to mine. I said I wanted to run everything back that I fucked up on last week. Let's check and see how that went. I went with the Bulls money line or spread. Really didn't matter. Bulls won by 10 against the Clippers, in which they was a +3.5. So I definitely covered either way it go.
Kudos on that.
That's a dub for me. Move on to the next one. Auburn versus Mississippi State. I went over 51.
Wasn't it in the 70s? Wasn't it? Didn't it end in the 70s?
Yeah, it went 77.
77. So you clearly got that.
I clearly got that. So that gives me the victory this week against you. However, I got to go 3-0 in order for you to take 2 shots. Let's go to the last one. The Bills -12.5 against the Jets. Bills won 45-17. So that declared me 3-0 this week. Reggie, 2 shots. 1 for losing to me, and 1 because I went 3-0.
This is 1.
Ooh. Feel good in that winning streak.
Have you had a winning streak in
No, I only won the 1 game that I lose next week.
Okay. Shit. All right, so that's
I
1.
haven't won consecutively yet. Because I win 1, I get too cocky and do something stupid, and then you end up winning.
3 weeks in a row.
Right.
And then you'll come back and win
1 week and then end up losing the next week. Yeah. So
all right,
projections are that I will lose next week.
And this is 2.
All right. So that does it for the 3-bet challenge. That does it for everything that didn't happen this weekend. Now,
how many shots was that?
7
total?
for me, 9 for you. Because we evened up on the bets and the shot bets throughout the game. The 3-bet challenge was the tiebreaker.
That helped you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Drunk Ass Monday, hashtag it. If you don't know, now you know. All right. Now, what we do every Monday, we give you 3 takeaways for what happened this weekend in sports. Reggie, let me go first since you took 9, so I'm going to let you recuperate from your 9 shots that you have to take, which is a record, by the way. We're going to keep tabs on that. Most shots taken on a Drunk Ass Monday. All right.
So I have the most at 9?
At 9. The most was 7 with me, but you broke that record with 2 more.
I got to do better. well, it came down to the 3-bet challenge because it would have been tied. But
however, we did set the record for the most shot bets on a Muscle Shirt Friday with 14.
With 14, yeah, I was thinking that. Okay.
Yeah. So that definitely didn't help out. All right, so let's go to the takeaways. My first takeaway is the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, coming off of a bye week and finding a way to lose to the Washington football team. Now, it seems like there's trouble in paradise. Because if you didn't hear from both Bruce Arians and Tom Brady, their post-game interview was terrible. Tom Brady really didn't last long in his post-game. I think it was like 3 minutes. And Bruce Arians said, yes, we play like trash. We are a trash team. Yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, you lose to the Washington football team coming off a bye. And I think that's your 2nd straight loss. Because before y'all went to the bye, y'all lost to the Saints. So, yeah. Y'all going to have to do something. Your defense is not like y'all was last year. I'm just going to be honest with that.
Or like it started out.
Or that is also true. All right. The second one I want to talk about, I want to keep it in football. Let's talk about the return of Cam Newton. Sir Isaac Cameron Newton. That's what I call him. His return to the Carolina Panthers was a good one indeed, in which they did beat the Arizona Cardinals by the score of 34-10, even though Kyler Murray and D-Hop did not play. However, Cam Newton first play back in Carolina is a touchdown run, which is good. Which is good. Very good. His second play was a touchdown pass. So 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for Cam Newton. Glad that he is back with the team. And they're going to need him because he's going to have to be the quarterback. Sam Darnold ended up being terrible, in which a lot of people said he was going to be terrible anyway. PJ Walker, I mean, he's young. So, and plus, they feel like they have a chance of winning or at least making the playoffs right now. So, they need to try now. So, that's take number 2. Last take right here is college football. So, Reggie, have you seen the AP poll?
I did. I saw it on my way home.
All right. So, if you look at the AP poll right now, Georgia's number 1. Third. Alabama moved up to number 2. Cincinnati dropped to 3, even though they did win. Oregon moved up. Ohio State moved up. Notre Dame moved up. Michigan State. Oklahoma dropped 8 spots. They're at 12 right now. Ole Miss in the top 10, which I do not agree with. Pittsburgh. Arkansas is now ranked because they're in the SEC. San Diego State, not ranked. Now they ranked. Utah wasn't ranked. Now they ranked. Pretty much what I want to sum up about this is that my Ohio State Buckeyes got 2 games left in the regular season. Both games in which is against ranked teams. This coming up week, we got Michigan State. They are ranked 7th on the AP Top 25. Then after that, we got Michigan. They rank 8th. So if we win out, I feel like we deservedly need to be in the top 4. Even though you got Oregon, in which they barely beat Washington State. They got 2 games left. They got ranked Utah, who just became ranked, and Oregon State, who is not ranked no more. So it's going to be tough, but I believe thanks to the AP poll, and I know the college football playoff poll, going to have both Michigan State and Michigan at least in the top 10. Winning both of these games the next 2 weeks definitely going to help us move right on in to the college football playoffs. So that's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully it does happen. Those are my 3 takeaways from this weekend. Reggie, do you have any takeaways from this weekend?
Being in the state of mind, I mean, my only takeaway, well, I got 2. There was some surprising upsets in NFL. One that I want to talk about in particular, and that's my New Orleans Saints. We have lost 2 straight, and it's really, really going to boil down to the coaching aspect of it, because Sean Payton should know better, and he should put better people in better situations, not to lose these type of games. Situationally, we should have won both of those games, but it was because of the coaching that we lost those games. Put the team in a position to win, and they will prevail. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to get too deep into it because I'll get in my feelings about it. The second one, I think I'm going to relate to basketball. Yes, basketball. The New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans Pelicans are now 2 and I think 13.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
2 and 13. They need to find something to keep Zion attached to their team. Because if not, he gone. Let's just be honest. And I honestly believe that he's not playing because he knows that inner core from director or whoever owns the team all the way down is not working. He wants to be gone. So unless they can find pieces to put around him to make him stay, he gone. I can honestly say that like their 2 wins are against the Timberwolves and against the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies happen Saturday. Find something to make Zion stay. Other than that, Pelicans will be the bottom of the West every year. I do not have a third, so
that's good enough. That is good enough for me. Work actually killed your third one, so I can accept it. So
yeah, I'm like mentally drained, bro. Like
I can understand, bro. Trust me. I understand.
I'll tell you more about it after this.
All right. So now it's down to my segment of the night. And guess what, Reggie? I mentioned it on Friday. And it happened this weekend. So now I'm finna talk about it. Let's get to it. AEW Wrestling. AEW Full Gear. I'm finna give you the results of each match that happened in Full Gear. Let's go to the first one. Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose tag team match, women's match versus Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida. In which this one right here, Shida and Rosa got the win on that one. That was a good match. I give it a B-. Let's move on to the next one. We got Darby Allin taking on MJF. This one was a very good matchup. I love both of them. Seeing Sting on ringside is very, 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 very appealing to me because I'm a huge Sting fan. And if y'all didn't know, now you know. All right. So, MJF win that one. That was a very good match. I love that match. Let's go to another tag team match for the tag team titles. We got the Lucha Bros, Cero Mero, taking on FTR, fuck the rest, in which Lucha Bros end up losing this match, so they couldn't get the belts back. It was all right. Let's go to the next one. We got Bryan Danielson, who is Daniel Bryan back in WWE, taking on Miro, who was Rusev back in WWE. This was a good matchup. Winner gets the number one contenders match for the AEW World Championship, in which Bryan Danielson ended up winning this match. Very intriguing indeed. Let's move on to the next one. We got Jurassic Express and Christian Cage taking on the Super Click, which is the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, baby. In which this match end up having a victory for Jungle Boy, Jurassic Express, and Christian Cage. So shout out to them. Let's move on to the next one. We got Cody Rhodes and Pac taking on Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo, in which Cody Rhodes and Pac end up finding a way to win this one. Good match. Britt Baker versus Tay Conti for the AEW Women's Championship. Dr. Britt Baker won again. She is the best women's wrestler in the game right now. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. CM Punk won that match. And last but not least, the Inner Circle versus Men of the Year and the American Top Team, in which American Top Team is pretty much UFC fighters who decide they want to wrestle. In which I like this one. It wasn't that good, but it was decent enough. Last but not least, and I'm done, Kenny Omega versus Adam Page, which is Hangman Page. Hangman Page is the new AEW World Champion. For those of my wrestling fans, that was my segment. I wanted to give y'all a recap of what happened in AEW. So stay tuned, because what's next is Survivor Series in WWE. And I think that is this weekend. If not, it's next weekend. So be prepared for that. That's my segment for tonight.
I'm doing a total segment on soccer next week.
On what?
On soccer.
I don't care. It's your segment. Ain't like I'm gonna sit there and say, no, you can't do it. All right.
Good to know. That
does it for tonight's show. Drunk Ass Monday. Definitely lived up to its expectations. Because we definitely drunk. Because I can't even say words right. All right.
You've been slurring for like the last 35 minutes.
You goddamn right. And I can't help it. Because I've been drinking. All right. So, on Wednesday, we will be winging it. We'll have you some topics to discuss. And then Reggie will have his segment on hockey. And then we'll be ready for another.
Not hockey.
Soccer. I mean, not hockey, but soccer. And then we'll have another Must Shirt Friday. So, yeah. Winging it Wednesday is what we coming up with in 2 days. Ain't really nothing going on until then. So, I guess we'll just see y'all Wednesday. Like always, we give you our salute. And we'll see y'all on Wednesday. We out.
We out.
And my Rams still losing 24-7. Just had to say that before we go.
That's neat.
Yeah. All right. We're gone.